During roll call, the substitute teacher read my name, looked up, went pale, then said loud enough for everyone to hear, "That's impossible. You shouldn't exist." The whole class went dead silent. 28 pairs of eyes locked onto me. "Excuse me?" I said. Her hands were shaking. The attendance sheet slipped from her fingers and fluttered to the floor. "Your birthday. When were you born?" "March 14th, 2007. Why does that— What hospital?" "St. Mary's." "Look, what's this about?" She backed up against the whiteboard. "I need to speak with the principal. Right now." Then she just walked out, left us sitting there. The whispers exploded immediately. "Dude, what the hell was that? Is she having a breakdown or something? Maybe she knew his family?" I sat there trying to process what just happened. My best friend Marcus leaned over. "Bro, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen." 20 minutes later, the principal's voice came over the intercom. "Connor Hayes, please report to the main office immediately." The whole class went, "Ooh," like I was in trouble. I walked down the empty hallway, my footsteps echoing. Something felt really wrong. When I got to the office, the secretary wouldn't look at me, just pointed to the principal's door. Inside, the substitute was there. So was Principal Morrison, and my parents, both of them, in the middle of a Wednesday afternoon. My mom's eyes were red and puffy. My dad looked like he'd seen a ghost. "Sit down, Connor," Principal Morrison said quietly. "What's going on? Why are Mom and Dad here?" Nobody answered right away. The substitute finally spoke, her voice barely above a whisper. "I was your mother's OBGYN 18 years ago." My stomach dropped. "I delivered your baby on March 12th, 2007. She looked directly at my mom. "Your son was stillborn. I held him. I checked for a heartbeat 3 times. There was nothing." My mom let out this horrible sob. "I signed the death certificate myself," the substitute continued. "That baby didn't survive." The room started spinning. "That's not possible," I heard myself say. "I'm right here." "I know." Her voice cracked. "That's why I panicked when I saw your name. March 14th, 2007. St. Mary's Hospital. It can't be a coincidence." My dad's hands were trembling. "There has to be an explanation." "What happened after?" the substitute asked my parents. "After the delivery?" My mom could barely speak. "We were in the hospital for 3 days. We held our baby. He was so small, so still. They took him away and we couldn't stop crying." Dad put his arm around her. "Then on the 3rd day, a nurse came in. She was carrying a baby. She said there'd been a terrible mistake with the records, that our son was actually alive, that he'd been in the NICU." The substitute stood up. "What nurse? What was her name?" "I don't remember," Mom whispered. "We were so destroyed, then suddenly so grateful. We didn't ask questions. We just wanted our baby back." "There was no mix-up," the substitute said firmly. "I handled everything myself. The baby I delivered died. I'm certain of it." "Then who is he?" Dad's voice came out strangled. Everyone looked at me. I felt like I was going to throw up. "This doesn't make sense. You're my parents. I have baby pictures. I look like Dad." "Lots of people look similar," the substitute said quietly. Principal Morrison cleared his throat. "We need to contact St. Mary's Hospital immediately, and possibly the police." "The police?" My mom's voice was panicked. "Mrs. Hayes, if what Dr. Brennan is saying is true, then someone gave you a baby that wasn't yours. That's kidnapping." The word hung in the air like poison. Dad looked at me. Really looked at me. Studied my face like he was seeing me for the first time. "Who are you?" "I'm Connor," I said. But even as I said it, I wasn't sure anymore. "They did DNA tests yesterday. Results come back next week. The hospital's investigating. They found records of a nurse who worked L&D in 2007. She disappeared in 2008. No forwarding address. Police pulled her file. She was suspected in 2 other cases of infant mix-ups. Never proven." I sit in my room and look at my hands, my face in the mirror. Somewhere out there, my real parents might be looking for me. And somewhere, there's a grave with my name on it. Full story on the channel linked below.